I think you're an amazing person. I think you're a big deal. Like, these are the type of women who have started to come into my sphere, and it just feels good because I'm not forcing it. When I realized like forcing connection doesn't serve me, I said no, we're not forcing it. And ever since then, things just flow.
I'm like the modern day Garvey, my mission is specific. Get a mic and represent the African party. Yeah, I'm like the modern day Tubman, the only difference I won't lead them underground, we got to run up in public. Yeah, I'm like the modern day Martin, but in these times
Wagwan brethrens and sisters, it's Imani Blaze here, and I'm back with another video. If you are new to this channel, let me let you know how I get down here. On this channel, I speak openly and honestly about all things mental health, healing, and wellness. I speak from a very raw, real standpoint, and it's my hope that as I continue to take my mask off here on this channel through my truth, sharing my truth, I can inspire you to do the same exact thing in your own life. If that sounds like it's up your steez, go ahead, hit the like button whenever I say something that you like. If I say something that you don't like, there's no need to hit the dislike button. Just go on and find somebody else here on YouTube that you do resonate with. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and let someone else know about what I'm doing here on this channel. Now, what am I talking about today? I wanted to dive into connection, and I found myself wanting to speak on connection because of the fact that throughout my healing journey, I found myself forcing connection at one point, and I just don't do that anymore. And y'all know I speak from my own life experience to someone else who may be moving and navigating through a certain part of the healing journey. This part of the healing journey that I'm speaking on today is forcing connection, or wanting to, let me scale it back, wanting to build connection and finding yourself forcing connection because of the fact that you want to build connection. That was me for a while. I've spoken briefly on this channel about my the hard times that I've had with upholding female relationships, keeping female relationships, friendship trauma. I haven't done a really in-depth video in a while about it. It's on the list of things to do, but once I decided, like, okay, I know that I deal with issues connecting to other women. I know that that's the case, but I do know that I also desire to have sisterhood. We need sisters. You need connection. You need friendship. You need that. For a while, I felt like I don't need that. I got my ancestors. I got my man. I don't need to go down that road with women because I have been hurt by women so many other times before. As I continued to heal, I realized that that was a trauma response. Feeling like I don't need to connect to other women, that was a trauma response to the way I have been hurt by women in the past. So I decided, like, you know what? Nah, I don't feel that way. I do want sisterhood. I'm going to get back out there, and I'm going to do my best to build connections again, to bring sisterhood into my life. And when I started doing that in the beginning, I realized that, like, I was making connections, but I was seeing things within these women that, like, didn't resonate with me, and I was kind of ignoring those things because of the fact that I wanted to have connection. For example, I would connect with women who I would realize really were only in connection with me because they wanted to learn about my business and how I do business and how I've created the platform that I have, or how I get people to come to my yoga classes or my sound healing meditations. Like, they wanted to get around me so that they could take notes on the blueprint, but they weren't really interested in, like, really being my friend. I would notice it, but then I would, like, practice cognitive dissonance and, like, try to ignore it because I wanted connection and I wanted sisterhood, until I realized, like, this doesn't feel good. And for a little while, when I would notice it, I would be like, see, this is why I don't do females. This is why I don't do friendships. Like, this is why. But I had to realize, like, no, I have to have criteria. as far as the type of people that I want in my life, that I want to really be building connection with. And over time, I've learned that one of the pieces of criteria to like, for me to like call you my sister, call you my friend, is you have to genuinely express interest in me and my life. If every time you contact me, it's because you're seeking advice or you need something, I'm taking note of that. And if I keep noticing it over time, I just put you in a different category, and that's okay. Now, I don't do it without having a discussion first. So I will like let it be known like, hey, I've noticed that you don't really check in with me. You don't really take interest in my personal life. It's just kind of like a take type of relationship, a give and take, but I'm not on the other receiving end of the giving. It's more so you're on the receiving end of the giving from me, and it's not an equally yoked relationship. I'll let it be known, and if I don't see change, that's when I make the decision to just like dissolve that connection altogether, or just place that person in a different category. And it wasn't easy to do that in the beginning, because I was like, damn, like I can't make friends, like what? But I realized that like that was a test. That was a test of my ability to like stand firm in the type of people that I wanted in my life. For so long, I was just dealing with bullshit from people simply because I wanted to keep people in my life, because of the fact that like I didn't have people in my life. And so yeah, it's just something that I wanted to speak on, because I want to speak to anybody else out there who feels like they're forcing connections. Like, you know when you're forcing it. There have been times when I've had women be like super excited about, well, seemingly super excited about us building connection. But then like I'd send a text message and I didn't get a response. Now, to their defense, I do the same thing. ADHD, okay? It is very normal for somebody to send me a text message and not get a response from me for a while. But there's a difference between like not getting a response for a while and then not responding altogether. And I would take notice of it, and I stopped overthinking like, why didn't this person get back to me? Why didn't this person respond to me? And I just would be like, okay, we're not supposed to be in connection. Like, there's no hard feelings. It is what it is. And so you just gotta like really start to hone that muscle and trust your intuition and listen to what you feel. And if you feel like this isn't a connection that you need to have, or you're forcing the connection, just let it go. The people for you are gonna be for you. And I say that because when I found myself like sending, and I don't do this a lot, really it was like one person where like she seemed really excited to build a connection, and we exchanged numbers, and I texted her and I was like, I'm super excited to get up together, and kind of let her know a little bit about the fact that like I was timid at the time about building connection because of the stuff that I've dealt with in the past. She responded, and then I responded, and then there was no response. So I give grace. So I would hit her up again. There was no response. I hit her up one more time, and again there was no response. And this person came at me. It's very rare that I'm gonna come at you. She came at me. She said that she wanted to collaborate and stuff together, but then I just didn't hear anything, and I got ghosted. And instead of me like being in my head about it, I was just like, oh, it's not a connection for me. For me, if we follow each other on Instagram or TikTok, well, I don't really care too much about TikTok, but really Instagram, Facebook, whatever. If like we're following each other and I feel like you've ghosted me with really no type of explanation, I unfollow. I don't really see the point, because every time I scroll past your stuff, I'm gonna wonder like, hey, why didn't this person ever get back to me? But I say all that to say, when I stopped overthinking like why certain connections didn't go past go, other women started to filter into my life who were like excited to connect with me, like double texting me, triple texting me, because I explain the fact that I'm genuinely not intentionally not responding. Like sometimes it is just very hard for me to remember, and it is what it is. But like I've had women like really like let it be known like, hey, I want a connection with you. Not because I want to take from you, because I want to receive from you. Like I see you. I know that you need this. I also want this, and I want to build connection. I think you're an amazing person. I think you're a big deal. Like these are the type of women who have started to come into my sphere, and it just feels good because I'm not forcing it. When I realized like forcing connection doesn't serve me, I said no, we're not forcing it. And ever since then, things just flow. And so I just want you to know you don't have to force it. If you know you're forcing something and it's just not, it's just not gelling. You know when it's not gelling. Let it go, okay? That's really all I got for you right now. Like I said in the beginning, if I said something that you liked, hit the like button, subscribe. I love you. I mean it. Until next time. Mwah.